Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's time for another chapter review of Kingdom of Z. Welcome once again. It's going to be on chapter 35 of Kingdom of Z. We've almost done with volume 5, so I need to get my hands on volume 6, to be honest, as soon as possible, so I can get it reviewed for you guys as well. But volume 5, pretty intense, I will say. There's a lot of things going on there, but it was very short. So I'll go over it in just a second. Before anything, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give some love. Check out my other 34 videos on Kingdom of Z. Yes, 34 others. So I have quite a bit of stuff already out. Check out the whole series. Pretty good series. If you're looking for a zombie apocalypse type of series, I would recommend this one for sure. So yeah, go check it out. You guys can also buy cheap manga, anime, and light novels. There's a link in the description below, so make sure you check that out as well. Okay, chapter 35. Now, chapter 35 was kind of short, straight to the point, but it did have quite a bit of information. So let's just dive right into it. Gosh, can't talk today. Okay, so let's just dive into it. First of all, what we find out is that they're going to move on to their mission, and Sato, Miki, Karin go and get Rizuka, and all four of them go and investigate this camera zombie dude. Miki notices some stuff in the roof, saying doors kind of open. It looks like someone was up there and stuff like that. So it's kind of fishy because he's also like one of the only zombies in the building. So it kind of, I guess there's a lot of red flags. So what they do is they make Sato go in the building and pretend he's a zombie. That way, the other zombie, who happens to be a human, is forced to use the back way to escape. And so they do that. So Sato goes in. The guy has phones that he has placed in every floor, where it was kind of, I guess, like a backup plan. If someone comes in, he rings the phone, makes the zombie go chase the phone, and then he escapes through the other side. Which, again, very solid plan for him, unless he's going against humans. And right when he opens the door, Karin is there to catch him, and Karin knocks him down, and they capture him. So then we get a little bit flashback of how they planned it, and essentially Mickey tells everyone, like, I think it's human, like there's a few red flags, and I want to, and then she explains why, and she explains he's probably a spy for the opposing groups out there, because it's very hard to get information from us. And then she explains, and we go into detail how basically, if there's small groups that want to integrate themselves, there's a few steps that they have to follow for them to be able to integrate within the group. One of them is giving up phones and any form of communication from the outside. Secondly, it's very hard for them once they're in to get out. Third, they're given working positions where they can't really spy or see that there is cracks and a little bit of tension in the leadership. Remember, we have these kind of three main groups that got together, so there's obviously that tension still happening within them. So Mickey kind of goes in detail, like, we're protecting this because if our enemies knew, they can hit our weak spots, right? So this camera dude was hired by some other group, or he was probably a part of a group, sent to spy from the outside to the inside, because you can see who talks to who is the leader, by just kind of observing the groups. And she kind of goes in detail also, like, he probably could figure out there is groups joining each other, and there's different leaders who don't seem to really communicate with each other, which would again then show a weakness from the group. Pretty smart. Guy was caught though, so we'll see from there. He did have like zombie makeup is what he was wearing. I'm trying to find a good picture of him. Um, there he is. So he kind of had like stuff in his face, and he was disguising himself as a zombie, obviously, and he was just caught. So we'll see. I kind of feel like Mickey and Karin are gonna use him to their advantage to put themselves above the other two leaders or group leaders. So we'll see from there. That's really all I have for this chapter, guys. It's a good chapter. We still have maybe two or three more to read, and we'll be done with volume 5. So don't miss them the next weeks. I'll be posting maybe one or two per week. So give some love to my channel, comment, like, and share. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you follow me on social media and subscribe. Thank you guys, and like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.